Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk some XRP and what Ripple's doing right now. We're almost all the way through August, about midway as we get into the end of Q3. We'll talk about kind of what we have coming down the pipe. This is going to be, in my opinion, one of the more exciting winners and the start off of Q1 in 2026. Just kind of the way the tables are being set, what XRP's adding to the fold, and with the resolution of the appeal process and kind of that whole XRP, Ripple, SEC conundrum coming to a conclusion. I think this is kind of where we might get into crypto season and have some fun things to talk about. So welcome back. For those of you that do not know me, my name's Mark. This is where we talk crypto each and every single day. I am going to give you the XRP news of the day, and we're going to go into two headlines, look at the charts, and we'll get you going and on your way here as we close out the weekend. All right, so make sure you guys all subscribe down below. And also, before we get rolling, if you are not trading on BITUNIX, okay, this is an exchange that I have an affiliate with. Right now, if you use my link down below, there are a lot of benefits that await kind of new people entering what BITUNIX brings to the fold. And like I said, guys, it's a great exchange. One of the top exchanges that I am partnered with. If you want to get involved, start trading spot and leverage, okay, that link is down below where you can sign up with BITUNIX using my code, okay? But back into the news, and this is where we're going to kick it off, looking at XRP on the day. Kind of interesting to note as Bitcoin has reclaimed 118, almost 119 now on the charts, and Ethereum trading around 4,200. It's been a solid weekend, okay? But as we look at the top 100, we are starting to bounce back in the green direction. As I woke up this morning and started looking at some charts early on in the early morning, it was completely red across the board for the most part. And now as we stand, XRP, $3.18. It's been a kind of an interesting move as we have tried to reclaim some crazy territory, okay? I will pull up the trading view so you guys can see what I'm looking at. But this is where we were up almost sniffing that $3.40 level, okay? And this was back on August 7th, I believe, the 7th or 8th, yes. Okay, these are daily candles, so keep that in mind. Some strong sessions, and as we still are flashing momentum down, if you do want to look into my trading indicator, right now, this is what it comes down to, okay? All the bets are off. It is the most bullish environment for trading crypto that I've ever been a part of, okay? Bitcoin is just kind of hanging out, and it's crazy because they are at all-time highs, and a lot of people, I think, right now are in that, okay, we've made some money over the last 4 or 5 months, but what are we going to do with it moving forward, okay? Kind of not a skepticism that we have, I think, across the board, but I think there's a reluctancy as we want to couple that within what we saw back in 2021 to what we have right here, right now. For my money, it just, I think we have a lot of uncertainty, and Donald Trump, for as much as we love him, hate him, whatever, the fact of the matter is he does add volatility to our day-to-day crypto trading, okay? We could go on a 20% tangent and all of our altcoins, Bitcoin hit all-time high, and then boom, next thing you know, there's tariffs going to be slapped on the EU or China, and we're right back at square zero. So it is going to be a lot of variability within the market. And I don't even really call it volatility because what crypto's been doing on a day-to-day basis, we've expected it, okay? And for my money, guys, we're playing with house money. This is July, August of a crypto calendar year, okay? Historically, it's always been a little bit sluggish. And as we segue into fall and winter, and like I said, Q1 of 2026, that's when I'm going to start getting excited for what we could see from altcoins. And, surprisingly enough, Bitcoin's at 120. And I think that the world just does not, quite frankly, appreciate what that all means. But XRP for us, guys, want to reclaim 350. But if we have that long-term view, quite frankly, it does not matter where XRP is headed, okay? In the short term. So let's get into kind of these headlines, and this is the big one. We have two that we are going to break down, then I'll get you guys out of this video. Go enjoy the hot days while we still have them. It is extremely hot where I'm at, so I don't really mind being stuck in the AC talking crypto and looking at some charts. But as we get into the XRP ETFs, BlackRock seems a little bit hesitant. And now that's something where as we talk about kind of what's happening outside of kind of the other ones that have applied for their filings within the XRP ETFs. And after the conclusion of the SEC legal battle, personally, for my money, I think they were just waiting for this to conclude, okay? And I think that's something where you look into why they have not kind of jumped ahead of the, ahead of the cart for this one. there's a lot of reasons why that I think that could be taking place. I'll share with you guys these 5. But my reasoning is I think they didn't want to back themselves into a corner from a regulatory standpoint. Okay, they don't, typically show their hand, and that's exactly what they would have been doing if they would have been kind of opening up that door for some scrutiny if this legal battle did continue. Okay, but this was a day after the SEC and Ripple Labs jointly asked their courts, the appeals courts, to respect and dismiss their respective appeals. Okay, they have no immediate plans. Okay, no immediate plans. But now this 5-year battle is done. We see ProShares, Grayscale, Bitwise all filing for XRP ETFs since late of 2024. And BlackRock, they're kind of the mothership, the big boy at the top. And the 5 reasons why they may be in no hurry to launch. Okay, this is coming down from Robert Mitchnick, the head of digital assets managers for BlackRock, saying that this is something where Bitcoin is their number 1 focus. Okay. Second, the strategic caution around the regulatory uncertainty plays a role. That's kind of what I favor, in my personal opinion. Third, the BlackRock diminishing returns in pursuing a spot XRP ETF because of the crowded playing field amongst other competitors, with 7 other firms enter the fold. I'm not really aligned with that one. I don't think that's something where they're worried about competition. Fourth, this is where you look for the community's expectations of a price surge may not kind of back the viewpoint that BlackRock has. That's also a very, very strong candidacy of why. Okay, and then finally, BlackRock's global perspective prioritizes markets where XRP's demand is less pronounced. Okay, not necessarily going to be in love with that one either. Okay, I think personally that's going to be something where the demand for XRP is everywhere. We just haven't really seen it take fold yet. Okay, and BlackRock's no fools. They will get in where the getting's good, and that's something where I think that they're going to obviously want that exposure to Ripple, to XRP, involved with their offerings. So I don't really agree with that one. So for me, it's going to be either 2 or 4. Okay, that's kind of where I'm at. So next thing, this is kind of just to put a bow on it. I don't favor ETFs. I'm not a big ETF guy. All right, I think it lets a lot of the things that we want to stay out of crypto back into crypto. Yes, it's great for the the crypto trader that doesn't know how to trade, but for pretty much everyone watching this video and all of the people that have substantial amount of assets tied up into crypto, they don't need cryptocurrency ETFs. Okay. But Ripple is putting an end to the speculation amongst this 1 billion XRP unlock, roughly estimated around $3.28 million. Okay, there were 3 transactions spotted by Whale Alert back on August 9th, so yesterday. This is where we've seen the XRP tokens that get released on a monthly basis into that escrow. Now, this is where since January of 2018, Ripple would typically unlock 1 billion tokens on the first day of the month. However, of this year, we started to deviate from that practice. Now, this is something where we've seen a lot of speculation, as a total of 700 million tokens got locked at the start of the month, but the company did not release any new tokens from the escrow wallets. That kind of got a little bit of the XRP community in uproar. Now, one thing I will say, kind of sidebar on this all, is that XRP, Ripple, the Ripple executives do no good other than just cashing out early, in my opinion. They want to see the price of XRP go up. So we get a lot of FUD around XRP. Oh, Chris Larson's selling this. Chris Larson's worth billions of dollars, okay? And relatively speaking, him unloading some of his XRP, he's paying himself for a lot of the work that he did for Ripple Labs and all of that as being a higher up. I don't have any problem with that, okay? But I will say this about that one last thing. The Ripple executives do themselves no good by seeing the price of XRP go down. And if Ripple and XRP go to where they should go to, if we do see all of these, all the catalysts, all the things in the works that we talk about, all the speculative conversation pieces, that if they actually do come to fruition, we're talking about $3 XRP that we will never be talking about $3 XRP ever again. Okay. So that's kind of where we're at. This is something where we look into the assumption that this would be the first month without any unlocks since the escrow schedule for Ripple back in 2017. So it's a bit intriguing. We have a lot of speculation right now in that regard. So we'll kind of keep you updated along the way. But let's see what kind of happens moving forward. I think this is a very kind of I guess you would say it's a nothing burger in terms of a story for me. Like I said, 3.28 million. That's relatively nothing when we talk about the scale of XRP, almost a $200 billion market cap crypto. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys in this video. I appreciate it. Remember, not financial advice. Always be sure to do your own research and due diligence. Also, if you guys want to start trading on BITUNIX, that link is down below where we'll take you over to that sign up page. Enjoy what they have to offer. Spot and leverage traders welcome. Just understand their terms and conditions, all that good stuff, and get started trading today. Links will be down below in the description. All right, I'll leave you guys with that. Enjoy it. We'll see you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers.